And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Pickett. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Has room down the left sideline. At the 20. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So the Saints making the call here. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And he brings it in. So the decision to go for 2 looks like a good one. They've got a 14-0 lead. All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it, because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's got this complete to James Cook. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 38. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. And they don't come through on the fake as the pass falls incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, Love. Taking a deep shot here. Into double coverage. Ooh, Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
This is Cook. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. So that brings us to the end of 1. Both teams starting that long walk to the other end of the field. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. Hits the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Rams parlay the interception into points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. First down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Sent down by Cody Barton. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fair catch made here at the 30. No return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
15-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another one for Cook. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. For the point after, here's Blankenship. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams tie things up at 14. Blankenship all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Love out of the shotgun. Finds his man, Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this, I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Set.
Pickett set to pass. Escapes the pocket. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pickett will look to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's a give to Cook. Runs inside the 35. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take a second quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Blankenship all set for the kickoff. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Love. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Saints. Looking at second and 3. From the 37. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Motion man sent left. First down from the red zone. Quick slant complete.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on the first down. Well, opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. On target to Waddle. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Love looking to pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious as defense. Man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
1st down throw, here's Love. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
It's his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Thrown back, gets the handoff. Has the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Now they'll try the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score is Saints 24, Rams 21.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Trying it left side with Cook. That's a first and even more past the 40. That one hits for 30. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
First down, and they go right back to it. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal. Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Rams grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Blankenship good on the point after. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Blankenship all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd.